More than any other skill, this can give you more friends, referrals, relatability, and even charisma. What is it? And how would you like to gain instant attention, admiration, credibility, and respect to the people that you talk to or present to the first time? How about leave an impression as somebody who is likable and effective in doing presentation or talks? Wouldn't that be awesome? In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang isa sa mga techniques ng mga grandmasters in persuasion.
Let's see how the influence process works, not in terms of simply presenting the features, the benefits of a product or service or even an idea, but how we deliver those merits, those features.
Imagine the process of setting up a meeting online or offline, the schedule, the people, your appointments, and the stage preparation, invitation, mga gadgets and all that. These are things na needed to set up a meeting. Sabi nga, it takes a village. Now, what a waste of time and money if you cannot make this productive for you and your team. And as their leader, you are basically showing them how it is done so that they can, what? Replicate it for themselves and make profits too. Yes or yes? So what's the one thing that you can have handy, like your cell phone and a gun, that will save you all the trouble regardless of the situation? And if you master this, you are way ahead of most of your competitors. You will actually raise your standards faster as somebody na mapagkakatiwalaan. What is it? To be an effective marketer, entrepreneur, teacher, or a leader, one can greatly benefit by learning how to tell a story. Name a brand you love, a movie that's a blockbuster, a company that's been around for more than 50 years, a piece of art. All of these have something in common. They all tell a great story. Isn't that also the method which we learned best when we were kids? Our parents, titos and titas, elementary and church teachers, if meron silang gustong i-share sa atin na aral, they do it by sharing us a story. I used to believe as long as I explain and wow my audience with my impressive facts and figures and my income, these will be the things that will influence their behavior. I used to craft my presentation with numbers, details, and other elements that will make my offer stand out so that they have no arguments whatsoever but to give me money. But I was wrong. There were many times naging counterproductive ito. I became even arrogant and labeled those who did not avail my services stupid. How come hindi nila nakita yung aking nakikita? But one time, I had this life-changing experience with someone who's ahead of me in terms of income and influence. I was talking to a client, showing all my accomplishments and others before me, hoping he will be convinced that this business is the best deal there is. You know what happened? He just shrugged and said, okay, but he never bought. Then my colleague came into the rescue and I even did not notice she was already doing her thing. She just casually shared her story, how she started from scratch, her husband had got stroke, hindi nakapag-aral ang kanyang mga anak, etc. Then one day, how she received a call about an opportunity. So cut the story short, she was able to recover and right now earns millions of pesos monthly passive. Wow! It was an emotional moment that all of us shed tears. Now, I'm not saying you follow the same style, but the lesson is clear. The lesson I learned here was people do not really connect to your accomplishments, facts and figures if they cannot relate to your story. Matter of fact, this woman made her millions with inferior technical skills, but she can make a room weep and jump for joy because of the way she tells her story. One time, I tried this technique and boom! My audience reception is totally different. They feel that I am no stranger or superior in intellect or karanasan. They feel like isa ako sa kanila, full of flaws, full of hugot, may mga pangarap, etc. We have bonded on a deeper level. Resulta, I have more sign-ups, referrals, and appointments after that. So, how can we use this strategy in our business? How can we become better storytellers? What we recommend is, number one, never forget that as human beings, we are highly emotional. With that framework, we must be aware na hindi puro logic lang ang ating presentation or talks. We need to move people emotionally. Number two, start from your own experience. You don't need to look for other materials, subjects, or experience. You have a warehouse of experiences and life stories your customers and people that you serve can tremendously benefit. You may ask, so how can I tell story well to have more impact? That's a good question. You may do our recommendation number 3. And that is, follow the SMB format, which is share story, S, its message, M, and its benefit for the B. That's very simple, pero rock! Warning! A word of advice, do not just tell any story in your life or experience. Create or craft a story that is relevant. Remember, your purpose is to connect your story to your offer. It can be a product, call to action, or any objective. Starting today, the first thing that you must be doing is recall and assemble those stories and experiences that have huge value to your career or profession. Without a doubt, if you spend time developing and mastering them, they can be your handy yet powerful tools to increase your level of influence and income. So tell us what you think about this video. Do not forget to share, comment, and like. See you next time. Thank you very much.